Hello students, we are showing the model of development of the face. As you see here, these are the two globular processes, frontonasal process. Okay, this is the depression, nasal pit, and because of this nasal pit near medial one is the medial nasal process, this one, and this one is the both side lateral nasal process. This is the both side maxillary process which will approach medially. Okay, these are the developing eye lens placode which will develop between the lateral nasal process and the maxillary process. This one is the mandibular process which will develop the lower lip and lower part of the cheek. So this is the frontonasal process here, nasal pit here, depression, medial nasal process, lateral nasal process. This is maxillary process. This is development of the eye lens placode, and this is the mandibular process. In this video, in this model, you can see the approximation. The frontonasal process becomes narrower, and these are the two external layers. This one is the medial nasal process, this one is the lateral nasal process, this is the maxillary process, and this is the mandibular process. This is the developing mouth. As you see here there is no communication between the external layer and the developing mouth. It is cut off. While in this figure there is a communication between the external layer and the developing mouth. But in this model, this communication is cut off because of the fusion of maxillary process, first with the lateral nasal process, then with the medial nasal process, and lateral and medial nasal process also unite together, also fuse together. So the opening of the external layers separate and cut off from the mouth, developing mouth, and this is mandibular process. In this model, you can see the development of the face. This is the prominence of the nose is going to appear. Why it occur? Due to the heaping up of the mesoderm in the median plane. Frontonasal process in the median plane mesoderm becomes heaped up. So now the external layers, because of this prominence, external layers which will open in this figure in front, they will open now downward. This is the maxillary process which will grows medially and fuse with each other. This is the median part of the upper lip which is formed by the frontonasal process, and this is the lateral part of the lip which is formed by the maxillary process. This is the developing mouth, and this is the mandibular process from which lower lip will develop and lower part of the cheek. Upper part of the cheek will develop from the maxillary process. This is the developing eye, okay, from which the eyes will develop. So these are the embryological models showing the development of the face.